I sincerely suggest you get some sort of restraints for your arms, everyone. Laci Green videos have a tendency to make me think about the attitude within the mainstream. They also have the impressive ability to launch me into existential crises, but putting that off to the side. She has this MTV braless sketch thing that broadcasts on television. The only people who really watch MTV are people who tend to be young. I'd assume from 11 to 15 or something like that. It's very difficult to imagine the world we would live in if everybody thought like Laci Green does. Anyway, let's get started. And no, this is not a parody. I swear to you, it's 100% real.
So, you're a feminist now.
So already this video is geared towards those who have just recently converted to feminism and social justice. I'm sure they're probably wondering why they ended up in this mess, why they stared into the abyss. We all know what happens when you do that.
And it's about to get problematic up in here.
You know, the word problematic has become nearly synonymous to the word sin in my mind at this point. I've never seen someone so happy to talk about things they find morally detestable. That's the thing with you, Laci. You love finding out that things are going wrong. You are happy when someone says a problematic statement. You're happy when someone has a problematic opinion. Because all you have to do is fucking call it problematic and therefore invalid. Instead of something being harmful to the party, all it has to be is problematic to Laci Green, and that's justification enough for something to be objectively bad. Can we end the video here? Can I just have a break?
What's up everyone, Laci Green here. Last week I checked out the VMAs and, well, it was definitely a new experience for me. I saw a lot of celebrities, aka very problematic people.
You are a celebrity, you moron. You are on television with your own little program. Millions of people watch your videos, hell, millions of people are subscribed to you. Right out of the gate with it, God.
Miley Cyrus was wearing dreadlocks. Taylor Swift preaches a feminism that's far from intersectional. The Weeknd calls women bitches and hoes.
So let me get this straight. One of them was problematic for having a certain hairstyle. Another was problematic for... Wait a second. Did you really say the word I think you said?
Taylor Swift preaches a feminism. Taylor Swift preaches a feminism. Taylor Swift preaches a feminism.
Okay, you did. So let me scoop my leaked brain off the table here. And one of them was problematic for preaching a different sect of feminism, and one of them was problematic for saying bitches and hoes, presumably in a song. I don't understand how someone can be happy to complain. Who knows, maybe you're actually never happy with anything as it is.
What's a girl to do at the VMAs?
Translation: what's a feminist to do at the VMAs?
A lot of people in the anti-feminist camp tell me that they find the problematic analysis a big turnoff. Feminists and non-feminists alike have told me that they feel like they're not allowed to enjoy anything anymore. Okay, we need to talk about that.
They sound reasonable. They sound like their brains have only been rinsed and not thoroughly washed. Also, I have to say, I love the portrayal of feminists and anti-feminists in this segment. You've got an angry white guy making a ludicrously overstated frown representing the anti-feminist camp, and a woman with her finger on her lips just absolutely lost in thought about the world representing feminists. Fantastic, we all know where this is going. Laci, feminism actively steals enjoyment from people. They aren't doing anything problematic or listening to anything problematic by listening to music that you find unappealing. For supporting artists that don't have the correct hairstyle for their race or don't preach the same fucking feminism that you do. They are simply enjoying things. They're enjoying art. But you can't have that, can you? You don't have the ability to look at someone listening to music with raunchy lyrics and think, well, it's not my thing, but they're not hurting anyone. To each their own. It's not within you, because you're an abject, authoritarian nightmare. And you're worse than someone who just comes in and stomps out the enjoyment, because then at least those people retain their spirit and humanity. But you come at them with a toothy grin and say, you're hurting people by enjoying this. Hand it over willingly. It's for the good of the world. And they do it.
When feminists say something's problematic, they're usually referring to words, behaviors, ideas, tropes, stereotypes, and so forth that are factually inaccurate and ultimately harm women, people of color, the LGBT community, and so forth.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you can have behaviors and singular words that are factually inaccurate. I'm sure you all noticed which group was missing from her little list, and no, she wouldn't have included it even in her so on and so forth statement. The portrayal of an anti-feminist wasn't stereotypical at all, was it? Oh shit, never mind, that doesn't harm women, people of color, blah 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 blah. And who determines what behaviors and words are problematic, huh? The answer's feminists.
Let me first say, the practice of talking about problematic shit is a crucial part of doing feminism.
Lacey Green, your video is problematic shit. Doing feminism's different than I thought it would be.
We have to identify harmful behaviors and words to actively discourage them.
So, just flat out censorship then. Identify a term, call it harmful and problematic, therefore anyone using it is a problematic person and therefore factually inaccurate. Someone come give me a hug. How did we get here?
This promotes a more just and equal world.
Focus on what she just said there and drink it in. Feminists identifying harmful words and behaviors and actively discouraging and policing their use is a more just and equal world. Her cult, having a monopoly on the power to decide which words people should and shouldn't use, is promoting a more just and equal world. If feminism ran the world, there'd be no problems, because feminism is the only good thing out there, right? Feminism. The one true path to salvation.
So keep your eyes open, baby, and have those conversations even when they're challenging and uncomfortable.
You're so right, Lacey. I forgot that the simple act of talking about problematic shit is doing feminism. My making this response to you is me doing feminism. Feminism is everywhere. Feminism is within us all. Feminism works in mysterious ways.
That said, we are living in times of rapid communication. Hello, internet. On the web, I found that people are either queens or scum. We're either outraged or fangirling. We speak the language of 140 characters, a rebloggable picture or GIF, a 6-second Vine.
When you talk about queens or scum there, I think you're just talking about feminists on the internet. I've spoken with many people who didn't think I'm a queen or scum. Well, some people still think I'm a queen. Oh my goodness! Problematic words harming the gay community. Someone get the privilege whip.
There's no room for nuance or gray areas, but it's in the gray areas that our complexity as human beings lies.
So then why are you instantly labeling things problematic? Why don't you care about nuance and gray area? Maybe some white people wear dreadlocks because they respect the hairstyle so much that they want to wear it themselves. Unless you think that white people aren't worthy of certain hairstyles just yet. Which wouldn't surprise me.
The truth is, literally everyone and everything is problematic.
Did you hear that, everyone? Problematic. This is problematic. Problematic. This right here, this, problematic. This, problematic. This is problematic. Oh, that's problematic too. This, problematic. No, oh, these shirts right here? Problematic. Fucking. Do you realize what you've just said? You told us that talking about problematic shit is doing feminism. Now you're telling us that literally everyone and everything is problematic. And problematic means words, behaviors, tropes, ideas, and stereotypes that ultimately harm women, people of color, and the LGBT community. This means that literally everyone and everything harms women, people of color, and the LGBT community in some way or another. And talking about it is doing feminism. Am I Winston Smith or something? Am I in a live version of 1984? It frightens me that you're influencing youth.
The search for feminist perfection will cause burnout because there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
That's right. You're never completely free of sin. You always have the original one.
All of us have been born into a culture that teaches us toxic behaviors and words that actively harm other people.
Speak for yourself, cunt. Sorry for being problematic with that word. I'll go to the feminist confessional later today, bitch. Room 101, here I come!
So it should come as no surprise that amazing things in this world, books and movies, TV shows, music, and people, are also flawed. They can be both at the same time.
And flawed means problematic. Problematic means they harm women and minorities. It's not surprising that these things are included within the realm of literally everyone and everything.
To improve, we need to encourage unlearning in our dialogue.
What?
Unlearning.
No. This isn't real. This is not real.
Unlearning.
Stop. Just please stop.
Unlearning.
You are telling children to unlearn. To empty their minds. And what do you propose they replace it with? Fucking intersectional feminism, you mental case.
They have to actively unlearn racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, and all manner of oppressions. And that is a lifelong process.
Because everyone has those opinions by default now. Well done. I want to point out the visual. She has all of those bad things being removed from someone's brain, but please, I don't want you to forget that literally everyone and everything is problematic to her in those ways. So everything has the potential to be justifiably unlearned in her mind. Everything. It's only a matter of time.
In that process, we can absolutely digest media in a way that allows joy and entertainment of the overall person or media while rejecting its harmful aspects. It's important to acknowledge problematic aspects and not make excuses for them, then initiate the discussion about what could and should change.
Sometimes a certain thing or person's flaws is what makes them amazing.
I try to do so in the spirit of encouraging learning and growth.
You encourage unlearning! Do you remember what you fucking said a few goddamn seconds ago, Lacey?
Rather than judgment and shame.
I guess calling something problematic isn't judging it. Or shaming it. But once everything is problematic, nothing is.
Like a cheerleader, I think it's important to have positive spaces for people to make steps toward change. If they feel overly criticized, they tend to shut down.
You put someone in a bubble separated from the rest of the world and called it a positive space. Alright, settle down. We're in the home stretch. Focus.
I've also found that it's important to create positive spaces for myself, which sometimes means zoning out and taking a break from feminist analysis.
Any analysis to you is feminist analysis.
It should never become an all-consuming shadow on life. That just ain't healthy.
It should never become an all-consuming shadow on life. Literally everyone and everything is problematic. Ugh, we don't need no education.
Okay, y'all, have we reached peak problematic yet? You tell me. Let me know your thoughts down below, and until next time, stay braless.
I don't think you can get more peak problematic than literally everyone and everything. Goodbye.